Commissioner Hertzler,
Here.
Commissioner Eichelberger, and Controller Whitcomb.
We need to get out one of those swing boats from the Everglades.
I don't know, you saw it.
Did you hear that?
You could have done that from here.
Sheena is sending someplace.
Yes, we
I
did.
don't get it.
New advances in
I don't want to
telecommunications.
get your request with a megaphone.
No, I don't know. It may take a few minutes. Salary board.
Continue with your roll call.
Okay. Just for the-
No.
Deputy Controller DeGracia.
Here.
Thank you. Is there any public comment? Hearing none, next on the agenda is meeting minutes of July 5th. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes? Is there a motion for approval? Second? Second. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Let it be recorded as voting, as to abstain, because I was not
We're
here.
here. Okay. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next, approval of salary board actions. Is there a motion?
So
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next is approval of merit-based compensation funding formula. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, approval of the 2016 COLA for various subsets. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any other business to be brought in front of the salary board? Hearing none, is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
For adjournment. Thank you. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call the Board of Commissioners meeting to order. Teresa, could we have a roll call?
Commissioner DeFilippo,
Present.
Commissioner Hertzler,
Here.
and Commissioner Eichelberger.
Thank you. Is there any public comment? Yes, sir. Have your name, please, and your address.
My name is Don Paul Shear,
Yes.
Williamsburg. It's been 6 years I've counted on the over here since I appeared before the board on my favorite subject, tax assessment. 6 years ago, I came in after Mr. Eichelberger engineered the coup to stop the reassessment in the middle of the process. warned you that we would have quadruple the amount of appeals from the big taxpayers. Mr. Eichenberger appointed an ad hoc committee, which I served on. We voted unanimously to continue the reassessment. Mr. Eichenberger voted no. Thank God, because I have today, I'm sure you've all seen it, the recently published common level ratio. Cumberland County is 99.8%, which results in a 1, that's 2/10, although perfect. Our other two IGES evaluate assessment, we are also number 1. We are the model of Pennsylvania as a tax assessment recognized expert. I give courses to appraisers, I give courses to the Assessors Association. I come before you to tell you what a model we are and have been for the last 16 years in this county. I am amused by the continued attacks, Gary, that you make upon the assessment employees, the assessment office, and the chief assessor. We lost, for whatever reasons, one of the most respected solicitors of assessment offices in Pennsylvania, Steve Tyler. And I would just like for this board to realize and recognize what an excellent, one of the most efficient, if not the most efficient, assessment offices in Pennsylvania. It can't get any better. Because of the reassessment that was completed, we probably won't need reassessment for a lot of years when we're at 99.8%. Without that assessment being completed, Gary, as I warned, we would be down in the 70s where Dauphin County is because they refused to reassess. So I'm amused by the fact that this continued attacks upon the assessment office, this is consistent by you, Gary, and it might get you votes, but it not serve this county well. And I just want to applaud the assessment office. I'm a proud Cumberland County resident. I'm a Cumberland County taxpayer. I've been in business here since I got out of Dickinson College. And I just hope that you guys recognize the job that this assessment office does. Thank
You
you.
give me an awful lot of credit for one commissioner. I'm amazed I can do all these things single-handed, just amazed.
Glad you do. It's about time.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other public comment? All right, hearing none, we'll move on. Approval of minutes of June 30 and July 5th, 2016. Are there any questions or comments on the minutes? Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
I'm going to abstain again because I don't believe I was at either one or both of these meetings.
That's correct. Second the motion. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Next, we have approval of personnel transactions, including 2016 COLA as referenced above in the salary board meeting. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve the personnel transactions, including 2016 COLA.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we will have a press release and a proclamation. I'll read the press release, or at least most of it. Today, the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners proclaimed Child Support Awareness Month during our public meeting. Child Support Awareness Month is a national initiative that recognizes the critical role child support plays in the lives of millions of children and the agencies that support the mission of providing for these children. The Cumberland County Domestic Relations Office, who is directed by Frank Gosher, is responsible for establishing and enforcing child support orders. It establishes civil paternity cases and spousal support orders. DRO currently manages 5,200 cases and collects $26 million in child support annually. Our DRO has an 87% support collection rate and is ranked #1 in collections out of all third-class counties in the Commonwealth. Jessica Brubaker, who is our Cumberland County Court of Common Pleas, has been assigned to as the assigned administrative judge for DRO. So I want to recognize Jessica as well. I would now like to ask Frank and Jessica to come up and receive this proclamation. I will read this. This proclamation in recognition of Child Support Awareness Month. Whereas the Cumberland County Domestic Relations Office is dedicated to establishing and enforcing child support orders and establishing civil paternity cases and spousal support orders to ensure children and families receive the medical and financial support needed to safeguard their well-being and help provide stability in their lives. And whereas the Cumberland County Domestic Relations Office is aimed at furthering the vision, mission, principles, and values of the Cumberland County Court of Common Pleas and delivering dignified, respectful, and efficient service to those in the community in need of child support services. And whereas the Cumberland County Domestic Relations Office provides significant contributions to the citizens of Cumberland County and consistently exceeds all performance standards prescribed by the federal Title IV-D Child Support Enforcement Program. And whereas the Cumberland County Domestic Relations is part of both the Cumberland County Court of Common Pleas and Cumberland County government in fostering positive working relationships and communications among all county agencies and departments that are associated with the child support program. Now, therefore, the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners hereby proclaims August 2016 as Child Support Awareness Month in Cumberland County, Pennsylvania, in recognition of the critical role child support holds in the lives of millions of children and the agencies that support the mission of providing for these services, adopted this 18th day of July 2016. Congratulations, folks.
Thank you.
We can all pull together. Give me a smile. And then take one more. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks,
folks.
the board, very much. I can assure you I will be sharing this with the staff.
Excellent.
The staff of those.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
That's you. Okay, next is approval of resolution 2016-21 budget adjustments. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, approval of fiscal year 2014-2015 medical assistance transportation program allocation. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have contracts and grants, items 9A through M. We can approve or take action on all unless there's a question on either or any of them.
No modifications from the workshops. And, I didn't see any changes. Please don't say. For adoption.
Okay, we have a motion for approval. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, item 10, approval of bid award. This is to award the contract to Victoria M. Adams, doing business as here it is. For beauty and barber services.
Yes, it just rolls off the tongue.
For the Clearmont Nursing Rehab Center. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval of capital project request. First one is for court administration, audio system consulting and design services for courtrooms 4 and 5. Addendum, total cost $23,370. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next is for the Sheriff's Department, installation of an in-car camera system for 6 vehicles in the fleet, totals $20,349.44. Is there a motion?
So,
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have approval of general disbursements, transfer authorizations, items 12A through E. Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'd like to report an executive session was held July 14th to discuss personnel issues. Also like to announce acceptance of monthly reports for the clerk of court, pathonetary, recorder of deeds, and register of wills. Item 15 can be scratched. There's no need for executive session. Is there any other business to be brought in front of the board? Hearing none, is there a motion for adjournment? We are adjourned. Thank you.